If you don't know how to branch your repository into different branches, and if you mess up while merging your changes, your codebase will end up as a complete mess. This video is part 5 of a series about GitHub and VS Code. Today I'm going to show you how to securely add a feature to your project with merge and branch, so your main project can keep going while you secretly work on the new feature. There are two main things we have to understand. First of all, there are two systems running with your file changes. The local system Git and the cloud system, or we could also say GitHub system. In a perfect world, these would be synced all the time. But in the real world, we are responsible for keeping those systems synced. The other thing is that we are able to have not just one code base running, but multiple in branches. Here a little example. We have a website of our company where we want to change something. The changes should not affect the current website until we are sure all our changes work. Because we still want to display our contact information here so clients can contact us. So we want our live, or correctly said, master branch, and we want our changes on a working branch, which we merge together once we are sure the changes are the way we want them to be. So let's say we want to change some information here. The first thing we would need to do is to create a new branch. We can do that in two different ways. Here is our GitHub file for this project, and we could create a new branch here. But I found the workflow to be a little bit cleaner if we create the branch locally. So what we want to do is go to VS Code, go to View, Command Palette, and go to Git Checkout To. Here we can create a new branch. You want to give that a name, so let's say Content Add. And now we can see here that we are on our Content Add branch. So what we want to do now is push those changes to GitHub. Now if you go back to GitHub and refresh the page, we can see the Content Add branch. Of course, now the files in Content Add and in the master branch are exactly the same because we didn't do any changes. So let's do that now. So let's say we want to add some contact information here. So let's save those. Let's commit them to Git and push to GitHub. Now on GitHub, on our master branch, we shouldn't see any changes. So it's still like it was before. So let's say we have this website running on the server or on Netlify. The website will still be displayed this way. But if we go to our Content Add branch, we can see the changes have been applied. And now one example we could do is, let's say we want to change something on our master branch. We can do that pretty easily by going to the Command Palette, Checkout To, choose the master branch, and now we can see we're back again on our master branch without the changes. And we can switch between those branches here in Command Palette, Checkout To, and whatever branch we want. So now we are happy with how the website looks and we want to merge it to our master branch. We can do this again in two different ways, locally with a command called merge, or on GitHub with something called pull request. If you want to merge it locally, we go here to Command Palette and go to merge branch. But I found it to be a little bit cleaner if we do it on GitHub. Why is it cleaner? Because you have additional functionality with a pull request that you don't really have with a local merge. So here we can already see GitHub has recognized our Content Add branch, and we can click here to compare and pull request. We see here our pull request goes to the master branch from our Content Add branch. And we can also see GitHub does some tests here which are very useful. Again, GitHub does some changes here, and GitHub has seen that the branch has no conflicts with the base branch, which is the master branch. Sometimes there can be conflicts because, let's say, another member of your team changed something in the same file, so you have to manually check the code changes and resolve the conflicts. So here we don't have that, so we can merge the pull request. And a little side note here that took me a while to figure out, if you have Netlify installed, wait a little because Netlify will run some tests here too. If you don't wait, it can be that there's some issues with the deployment. But you will know what I'm talking about. If you have Netlify installed, you will see it right away. Now the pull request successfully merged. We could either right away delete the branch here, so this would be the working branch, so the content add branch, but I like to keep them around just for a little bit before I delete them manually here. As I said, usually I wait a couple of days or even a couple of weeks. Just if I have some changes to have to revert, I still keep the branch open, but now let's delete it here. Now if you reload the page, we can see only our master branch is available. So let's go back to VS Code, go to View, Command Palette, check out to the master branch. And here this is a very important step. We can see the changes here because, as I said in the beginning of the video, we have two systems running, Git, so our local system, and GitHub, our cloud system. And these systems at the moment are not in sync, so what we have to do is go here and pull the latest changes. So now we can see our master branch file is up to date. Things to note. Things can get complicated once many people start working on a project on different branches, especially when it's on the same file. Then you usually have code conflicts that you have to check manually. So if possible, only work on one branch and then merge it and open another one if you have many ideas for your project. There are other ways that you can do such a workflow like Git rebase, and this tutorial was just scratching the surface of things to know about merging and branching, as things can get really complicated. But for me, this is usually enough to work on my freelance project and on my private coding endeavors. So I hope this video helped. If you want to see more videos like that, don't forget to subscribe. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section down below. See you in the next video.